everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi there, I'm Sabrina Clarke and I love to upload lifestyle videos or anything else that basically comes to my mind on this channel. Today's video, as you can probably tell from the title bar below, is going to be my freshman year in college, basically deconstructed. So I'm going to give you all the tips that I have from what I've learned this past year and just bestow upon you some knowledge. So, if you would like to see or hear the tips that I have about handling your freshman year in college, then please keep watching. The first tip that I have is expect the unexpected. Oftentimes when we know that things are going to change, we as humans tend to get incredibly apprehensive. And basically that just means that we don't like change because we're human and we like the way things are right now. Comfort is always great. But when it comes to college, especially your freshman year, you want to keep yourself open-minded. And I especially mean that in regards to orientation week or however long your orientation lasts, because that is when you will make your first connections, whether it's with your roommate, your floor mates, or anyone else in your general realm of study. You might even get the chance to meet professors. So take that opportunity to branch out and network, etc., or get to know as many people as you can. My second point is that your parents are still around, so make sure that you're still talking to them. I attempted to create a communication schedule with my parents. I said I would call them every Sunday at 6 p.m. or something, and I always forgot because I was constantly busy. But if you have to, set a timer, a reminder, an alarm, whatever you need to, and make sure that you're always talking to your parents and keeping them updated on whatever's going on during the week, whether it's once a week, twice a week, or however often or how often you like to communicate with your parents. Make sure you still do that. Yes, you are living on your own, but they are still very much a part of your life, whether you'd like to admit it or not, so do not neglect them. My next tip is that you should learn to ask questions. This was something that I wasn't really comfortable with because I thought that I could just absorb all the knowledge I needed and go to class, come home, and be done. But that's not really how it works, or that's not really how I found it works in college, because when you are confused and teachers see like a ruffled confusion, furrowed brow look on your face, they're not going to stop unless you raise your hand and say, "Oh, excuse me, professor, I have a question about what you just said." And you can either ask them to repeat it or ask them to clarify or ask a specific question. But make sure that you're getting clarification on things that you do not understand, because confusion is not fun. And your professors will always love to explain things more in depth, especially if they're research-based. You'll find out more what that means with experience. But especially if your professors are research-based, they really love to explain whatever it is that they're teaching you, and they will probably want to go in depth. They'll probably say, "See me after class and we can have a 3-hour discussion about jellyfish." I don't know, whatever. The next tip I have is to challenge yourself in a healthy way. I dove headfirst into challenging myself last year. I didn't really think about the slow integration of classes or how best to plan out my schedule, because I thought, oh, well, everyone does it, I might as well do it too, let's go. And I think that's probably also what caused my anxiety to get so bad, which is why I'm here to tell you that you should challenge yourself in a healthy way. Whether it's saying, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym 3 times a week, or I'm gonna take 3 hours to study for this, then 2 hours to study for this, take a 1-hour break to watch Shameless, then go back to studying, and then go to sleep. Whatever it is that you need to do, make sure that you're pushing yourself, but not to the point where you feel like you're gonna rip your hair out, or you're just gonna cry every day, or you feel like you're at your wit's end. You wanna make sure that you're still sane, but you're giving yourself enough room to grow and enough room to actually push yourself so that you're doing well in the new environment. My last, final, absolute, most important tip, however, is to have fun. If you saw my freshman year in review video that I did a month back or so, maybe 2 months ago, it was the little filmy style thing. I actually am quite proud of how it turned out, but I basically shared this same sentiment that no matter how stressful life can get or how much school pushes you, you still want to make sure that you're having fun, because At the end of the day, you're not gonna remember how often you cried, or you're not gonna remember the effect that that one grade had on you. You're gonna remember the fact that you didn't take the time to go talk to that group of friends who was doing things that you were interested in, or you didn't take the time to sign up for that club that you thought you would really like. Sometimes you have to get out of your own head, and that's the biggest thing that I learned this year for me. So whenever you can do that, get out of your own head, put the books down for an hour, go talk to somebody, or just have fun, because college is an amazing experience, and no matter how much stress I went through, I still had fun this year and still learned so much about myself. So if you have any questions about any of that, my email that I use for these kinds of things will be linked below, so be sure to shoot me an email if you want, or if you want me to read a college essay, I can help edit it for you or help guide you, whatever, I got you. Yeah, that's basically it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and give that big red button some love down below by clicking subscribe. That way you can get notified every time I upload a new video, which is now twice a week in case you were not aware. That's basically it. I will see you guys next time, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye!
I love you, babe, in the scariest way. I want you, babe, just to stay with me. I love you, babe, though I'm hurting.
That's it. Peace out, kids. But here's the gag. If you don't follow Kiki Palmer on Snapchat, you must. KeekThasneak. That's how she honestly says. Okay.